Hello, I'm Dr. Sandeep Pandey. In this session, I'm going to discuss about indexing. Actually, this topic will help the student who are pursuing their PhD or doctorate degree, or the student who are also pursuing their masters in philosophy. In this topic, first of all, we will go through the definition. Indexing is an alphabetical list of something such as subjects or names at the back of a book that shows on which page they are mentioned. Also, it is the act of classifying and providing an index in order to make items easier to retrieve. Indexing is something that serves to guide, point out, or otherwise facilitate reference. Now, what does the reference includes? Reference includes an alphabetized list of names, places, and subjects treated in a printed work, giving the page or pages on which each item is mentioned. It also includes a thumb index, a table file, or catalog. Now, what is the meaning of the process of indexing? When we are doing indexing, it means that our server crawls through the website. Secondly, it fetches every page that it can find, and it also stores a list of keywords that are found on the site in our database. These keywords are then used to find pages on the site when a user performs search operations. Now, how indexing work? When an account is created, a list of starting URLs are added for our website. Our indexer, sometimes also called as a spider, is a software that programmatically fetches the page referred by these starting URLs, extracts all HTML links from those pages, and then repeats the same process again until all links are exhausted. The indexer cannot follow links that are dynamically generated using JavaScripts. Therefore, if there are pages on the website that can only be accessed through scripting, can be added as the starting URLs. Now, what is meaning of standardization? There is no standard about creating indexes because the ISO SQL standard does not cover physical aspects. Here one thing also clear that indexes are one of the physical parts of database conception, among others like storage, table space, or file groups. RDBMS vendors also give a create index syntax with some specific options which depends on functionalities they provide to customers. Now we will discuss about the types of indexing. Bitmap index. A bitmap index is a special kind of index that stores the bulk of its data as bit arrays. We call it bitmaps, and answer most queries by performing bitwise logical operations on these bitmaps. The most commonly used indexes, such as B plus trees, are most efficient if the values they index do not repeat or repeat a smaller number of times. In contrast, the bitmap index is designed for cases where the values of a variable repeat very frequently. For example, the gender field in a customer database usually contains two distinct values, male or female. For such variables, the bitmap index can have a significant performance advantage over the commonly used trees. Now, what is dense index? It is another type of indexing. A dense index in database is a file with pairs of keys and pointers for every record in the data file. Every key in this file is associated with a particular pointer to a record in the sorted data file. In clustered indices with duplicate keys, the dense index points to the first record with that key. Now, what is sparse index? A sparse index in databases is a file with pairs of keys and pointers for every block in the data file. Every key in this file is associated with a particular pointer to the block in the sorted data file. In clustered indices with duplicate keys, the sparse index points to the lowest search key in each block. Now, another type of index is reverse index. A reverse key index reverses the key values before entering it in the index. As shown in the example, the value 24538, it becomes 83542 in the index. Reversing the value, the key value is particularly useful for indexing data such as sequence numbers, where new key values monotonically increase. Covering index, this is another type of index. In most cases, an index is used to quickly locate the data records from which the required data is read. In other words, the index is only used to locate data records in the table and not to return data. A covering index is a special case where the index itself contains the required data field and can return the data. A covering index can dramatically speed up data retrieval but may itself be large due to additional keys which slow down data insertion and update. Now, to reduce such index size, some systems allow non-key fields to be included in the index. The non-key fields are not themselves part of the index ordering but only included at the leaf level, allowing for a covering index with less overall index size. Now, periodical index. This type of index, it is very much common for the research scholars who are doing research in the field of life sciences or humanities. It is a type of reference source that lists periodical articles by subject or author. If you have a topic in mind, a periodical index can help you find articles about that topic. An index will point you to the right periodical, the specific date or issue copy, and even the pages for a specific article. A periodical index works like a subject catalog for the articles within a group of magazines and journals. The process of using an index is similar to the process of doing subject or keyword searches for the items in a library catalog. Rasmussen Library has both print indexes in both book form and computer-based indexes available on CD-ROM or through the index. Now, in the last, we will conclude our topic by discussing on the importance of indexing. What are the importance of indexing? A list of keywords associated with a record or document used especially as an aid in searching for information. Something that reveals or indicates a sign. An index is a data structure that allows you to quickly locate documents based on the values stored in certain specified fields. Another importance of indexing is that it is a good index greatly enhances a book's usability and value. Yet few writers and editors know how to construct this vital part of a non-fiction publication. Thank you. Enjoy.
मैं इसमें